That they're just getting all their strength onto the woman, man. And hey, quite frankly, these vaginas ain't like what they used to be, man. First of all, you can't find a virgin anymore. And second of all, it's hard to find a woman without kids. So the next thing is hard to find a woman without multiple kids by multiple men now, man. That's how hard it is in this society. Why? Because you let the woman rule, man. You let a fucking kid rule, man.
And Esau want to be a fucking woman, man.
Yep.
Esau wants to be a fucking woman. That's why he pushed that whole tranny agenda, man.
Yep.
The fucking, what was that nigga name? What was his, title? That one nigga,
I don't even know what it is.
the Edomite dude, Bruce Jenner.
Oh,
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn Jenner,
What do they call him?
transgender,
Man of the Universe? Or
man of the year.
Mr. Universe or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Captain America.
Captain America. He was he was like he's an Olympian. He's like an all-star Olympian. This motherfucker turned into a woman talking about he still likes women.
Then he like killed somebody in the car crash and got off.
yeah.
Well, because he's American hero. How you gonna have a straight up dude with a wig sitting next to you with some muscles, probably taking steroids? This motherfucker wearing a dress.
And that's the American military.
Became as women.
Not that, yeah, that too, but there's actual, Donald Trump had to ban him. And I believe there was one guy that was a Navy SEAL that was a tranny,
Yeah.
and he was like cussing out this mangina, a straight dude was like, man, I'll beat you up, punk, I'll fuck you, know what I mean, how they talk,
Yeah.
punking him and shit.
This place is messed up, bro. This place is messed up. Oh, what's that one scripture? I think it's in Isaiah. Maybe it's Isaiah 15. Isaiah 15 and 20, maybe.
That was good.
It's turning of things upside down. Isaiah 29 and 16.
That's exactly what he's done.
Yep.
There's Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yeah, it shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Alright? Meaning that you turned everything upside down, but the Lord could fashion it into anything that he wants. And the potter's clay, hey, just like it says, you will be broken into shivers, man. Alright? So the Lord's gonna destroy this place because it's backwards, man. They have a saying in the world called say you ass backwards, man. You know, this world is ass backwards. Alright? Everything is messed up here. That's what we're doing. That's why you see us out here week in and week out, diligently coming out here. You know, brothers putting up videos throughout the week. Alright, because we're sighing and crying because we got a lot of things to sigh and to cry about, man. You know? We have a lot of things to sigh and cry about, man. This place sucks, man. It's hell. And we're out here trying to tell people that it's hell, but these people are demons, and so they like it here, man. You know? Jake got demons on him. Alright, because within Jake there's a spirit, man. There's a certain spirit. Jake knows that he's wrong. Alright, but he'll keep digging himself into a hole. Alright? Just because them demons and more demons be jumping on him. Esau got a wicked spirit. He don't need demons on him, man.
Esau is a demon.
Esau, he got a wicked spirit, man. Esau is just naturally wicked, man. You know? He can't help himself. Go ahead.
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Is it not yet a very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruit field, so like a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest. And in that day shall the deaf hear, the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness.
Man, that's what happened, man. We was woken up out of the Matrix, man. All right. You saw in that movie, Neo fucking came out of that little womb and shit. He's all looking like he's all hairless, looking like a naked mole rat. He was reborn. And that's what happened. The deaf and the blind are seeing out of obscurity. This place is obscure. It's abstract, man. All right, just like a Picasso painting. The fucking ears up here and the nose is down here. You don't know what the hell that shit is, man. It's an abomination. That's what this place is, man. And we could see it. We could look at the picture and be like, this is fucked up, man. This ain't right. Why? Because Yahweh Shemel Shai gave us the ability to understand the scriptures. He gave us the Holy Spirit in which we could tap into and look around and be like, damn, this place is terrible, man. And we know everything, man. We know who did it, you know, why it's happening, how it's gonna happen, how it's gonna be destroyed, you know, what's coming next after it. All right? We got the keys to the city, man. We got the keys to the kingdom. All right? And the Lord don't just entrust some piece of shit with the keys to his house, man. All right? Oh, and it said, hey, read that again one more time, please. From 16.
Here's Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not.
See that? That's Esau, man. There is no God. You know? And Esau is on a mission to do everything that he can to disprove the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding.
He had no understanding. Nah, you're wrong, you know? Or you feel like you're a woman, that's because, hey, God messed up, man. He didn't make you right. And we're gonna fix it for you. All right? That's Esau's mentality, man. Esau will literally straight up talk shit about the Most High with no fear in his heart, man.
So you don't exist.
He called it, he tells you in the Thessalonians, he calling himself God, man. He's saying, I'm God, look. Blasphemous motherfucker. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 5 and 2. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and this one. Genesis 1 and 27. So the powers created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. So it just shows that the Lord created, used the angels, the powers, the Allahayim, to create different beings, different spirits. Male and female. Okay, it wasn't he made a mistake. No, that's what you were created to be. It's just that people are rebellious, man. Okay, these people got demons on them. These people are demons, man. Okay? And they choose to do as they will, which is the biggest slogan of Satanism, do as thou wilt.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
You know?
Aleister Crowley coined that.
Man, that's why I told you that Esau come after the working of Satan, man. You know?
I was trying to find that scripture.
That's Second Thessalonians 2.
Oh, I was check that.
Yeah, you were already right there. Like 2 and 2. What do you got?
I got some real quick.
All right, go ahead.
This is Psalm 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah. You want to say something?
I was just going to say, yeah, all the found going back to Daniel's, man. Change laws, times, statutes, commandments. Psalms 50 says that, oh, we're going to take up the Bible as our own. But it also says, the Most High hit back, but you hate instruction, man. You know?
What is that to do to take my covenant in my mouth?
Yeah, Esau hates instruction. The same spirit that he has put on the rest of this world. Starting with the women and then with Jake, man. Jake hates to be told what to do. Jake hates another Jake to tell him about some truth. Women hate to be told what to do nowadays. They hate to be told about some truth. Tell a bitch she's hella fat, she needs to lose weight. She gonna try to kill you, man. But that ain't the ticker. That ain't the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake, you tell the bitch, talk about her hair, man. That's when you gonna fucking gotta get a bulletproof vest and dodge some bullets, man. Because Jake hates to be told about themselves, man. Just like Esau, man. Especially when we complain on to him and tell him that, hey, man, you put us through slavery, you did all this rape, robbery, and murder. What are we gonna get, man? When they be talking about reparations or whatever. And he always shoots back, why you niggas complaining, man? We gave you niggas basketball, football, EBT, a gift destroyed the heart, man. You know? Giving you all these, we gave you all these GMO foods. We gave you high fructose corn syrup.
Gave you
Flu shots, vaccine. We vaccinated little Tyrone and little Shaliqua. You know?
We came out with medication for AIDS.
Yeah.
It's the same devil that created AIDS to kill our people. And that's Esau. He got ordo ab chaos. Order out of chaos. He'll cause a problem and then say, okay, well, I got the solution.
It's like we're just his experiments.
Well, he have the solution already. He already done concocted it in his mind. This is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna fix it. And then this motherfucker, he'll put the villain's mask on, and then take it off and throw on a cape.
Angels wings, you know.
He's a psychopath, man. He's a nutcase, man. He's a madman.
I mean, look at all the Edomite serial killers, man. They were super off. Like Ed Gein, like Buffalo Bill, wearing women's clothes and shit. Come on, man. Esau, that's the pity. That's the Edomite mind. Just like studying different serial killers and different people that's prominent. Man, this dude's a weirdo, man.
Where you get that movie, Silence of the Lambs?
That's Buffalo. No,
that was Buffalo Bill.
That's dealing with Hannibal Lecter, right?
Red Dragon?
Nah, but
fucking crazy too.
that one, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter was helping her catch Buffalo Bill.
Oh, okay.
And you have Buffalo Bill in front of the mirror, tucking his
Oh yeah,
junk
yeah, that's
in. You know what I mean? Listening to the Tuck Your Junk In song.
Because Hannibal Lecter,
My horses.
Yeah, goodbye horse.
Hannibal Lecter was supposed to be about Ed Gein.
I don't know what that is.
That's a dude that's based on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He was the one that was cutting motherfuckers up and then doing shit with their body parts and skinning them and shit.
Yeah.
Edomite, man.
And then they had that movie Red Dragon, which is an Edomite. He would just out of nowhere, like demons will fuck with him and just start killing people. Like he'll be cool with somebody, like he'll find a woman he actually liked, but then the demon, the split personality, his natural self will take over. And he had like a tattoo, like a red dragon, a demonic figure on him. And that was who his alter ego, his serial killer was, the Red Dragon. Which goes back to Esau, man. You know, Esau came out, ran on called Herod a dragon that would swallow the man child as soon as it came out the woman, which is Yahushai. Bro, Esau be telling himself, exposing himself. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord is going to make him naked, man.
Hey, but that is Esau. Esau got a forked tongue. This motherfucker, man. This devil does got a split person. He's schizophrenic, man. Because it tells you in the scriptures, he'll talk smoothly to you with a dagger behind his back. You know what I mean?
Like that one movie, that guy had 21 personalities, and I think the last one was the Beast. We're going back to the movie Unbreakable. It came out a long time ago, but they just did a series of movies closing the trilogy or whatever. It had Samuel L. Jackson. It had y'all haven't watched it?
I know what you're talking about.
The white boy.
I haven't seen it though, but I saw a little bit of it. The Beast.
The last guy, the last personality is the Beast, and he just changes into like a monster, a superhuman and shit. Starts fucking people up. Yeah. That's Esau, man. Because one minute he could be like Professor X or something, and then the next minute he'll change his personality to be a child molester. And then the next minute he'll change himself to be a sodomite collecting phalluses and whatnot, man. Suspending them in some type of preservative liquid, man. And all while he's working at Home Depot,
Yep.
pushing another persona. You know?
And this is Psalm 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You know, so he's like Two-Face, man. One minute you're dealing with Mr. Nice Guy, and the next minute you fucking in a ice tub with your goddamn kidneys missing and shit, man.
Hey, that's why we don't have no pity on these other nations, man. Because if they looked at the track record and the history of this damn devil, why would you even sign nuclear agreements? Why would you even sign treaties? Why would you even do any dealings with this damn devil, man?
Deceiver, man.
Knowing that he broke every last one of the previous pacts that he have signed, man. And what happened to the people that he did the deals with? They ended up being underneath his feet, man.
Hey, going back to the mark of the beast. That's exactly what's gonna go down. All these nations are gonna jump on that, man. Now realizing that Sauron got that one ring to rule them all, man. You know, the elites are gonna have control over the chip. So all you people are gonna get the RFID microchip and not even realize that you're making yourselves slaves to the Edomites, man. All right, the elites of the Edomites, which Esau's elites are gonna put his own people into slavery, man. All right, because you got a line of Edomites that have been inbreeding throughout the ages, and so they got what's called pure blood, blue blood Edomites. Those are the families that are gonna rule over all you fucking mutts, man. All you so-called mixed, you know, Edomites that have been down here on the earth, while these motherfuckers up in the towers, man.
Yeah, because they understand reincarnation.
Yep.
So they be popping each other so that spirit and all that riches, everything stays in that, you know, just them royal bloodlines, you know? So they just be popping each other and being reincarnated hella quick, you know? Of course it takes time, but they just keep it there,
Yeah.
you know? That's why all them Rothschilds and whatnot, they went nowhere. They all look the same. You look at them, man, and they literally are like identical.
That's why even the apostles, they'll put up them images of the Greek statues, and then they'll put an image of one of the Rothschilds, and they look exactly the same, man.
Caligula and all them Roman Edomites, man. You know?
Yeah, I think Apostle Tahar had a video called "What Does an Actual Edomite Look Like?" Or what does an Edomite actually look like? And he had pictures of them Greeks and them Romans, man. And then you look at the elites, and they look exactly the same, man.
Prince Henry and all those fucks.
Yeah, just look at the royal family in England and shit, man. They look exactly the same as they did during the Roman Empire, all ugly, snaggled,
Ugly motherfuckers.
hook nose.
Transylvanian one or some shit.
Transylvania.
Yeah, I think that's what the.
Well, actually, they took it over because that's what Jakes were. I believe. What do you call them?
Well, that's because you had
Ottoman Turks.
Vladimir,
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler, but Turks came through.
Yeah.
And hey, it's the same thing Esau always does, trying to take other people, trying to take Jake's heritage. So,
It's like Russia too.
so you got Esau trying to say, oh, our line goes back to Vlad, when Vlad was killing y'all, man.
Yeah. That was a Jake. And when you look at the history, it talks about like the Order of the Dragon. Like they were like a secret society that was like about killing Turks, man. Okay, they hate them fucking Turks, which are Edomites that took on Islam as a custom. Then you got that today. Okay, when they came and ransacked Constantinople, which was the capital of the Byzantine or Holy Roman Empire, and it was called Constantinople. They changed the name when they destroyed Jake out of there to Istanbul, which is Turkey, which is the Ottoman Turks. And you see it. They got the moon star symbol as their flag, which goes back to what? Islam. But they're Edomites. You know?
This is Micah 2:2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage.
And you see them right now in our land. You see them in our land, living in our houses.
Homosexualizing it.
Yep. And then they call themselves a real Jew. Okay. Call themselves a real Jew, calling us different bywords. Goyim. You know?
This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God.
See right there, man. Oppress a man in his heritage. Hey, our power is the former of all things, but he wants to make it seem like he's the former of all things, man. All right, Esau is just everybody and everything, man. Esau was the Egyptians. Esau was the Persians. Esau was the Greeks. Esau was this. Esau was that. You know what I mean?
Years later, Esau was Michael Vick.
Yeah, no, straight up too. Hey, Michael Jackson was
They had
a white boy.
Remember they had the ESPN thing where they painted Michael Vick as a white boy or Edomite, I should say.
He was Achilles, he was all these men, Leonidas.
Yeah, he was everybody great.
And you know what? Going back to Leonidas, I think Frank Miller, who originally wrote the 300 comic, he depicted the 300 as black men, as Israelites,
Yeah,
man.
because the scriptures tell you that the Spartans, the Lacedaemonians, which that V you see on the Spartan shield, that's not a V, that's a Greek L. Okay, when you look it up. Okay, bro, history's all there. I remember I looked at the image of an ancient Spartan coin. It showed you as a Judite with a beard, man, or a Benjamite with a beard. Wearing a Spartan helmet, you can see he had big lips and big nose. He had the beard. Bro, man. And it tells you in the Apocrypha that the Lacedaemonians and the Jews are brethren, and they are of the stock of Abraham. Okay, Jeremiah 14 and 12 tells you that the real Jews are black, that they're dark unto the ground. What color is the ground, man? The rich, deep soil of the earth is dark. You know, it's rich in those different elements in which the Lord created Adam. And you know, so you know what? You Edomites can keep saying these things, but it's going to be proven in the end. Okay, the truth is going to come out. Okay, who else? He's trying to say he's the Vikings. He's the Vikings, the Celts. Which they said the Vikings were so black they were blue, man. Okay, you could just look up the coins of Carthage, which Hannibal was from Carthage, which is a northern part of Africa, and they were going through the Atlantic to get into Rome to kill Romans, man. Why would it? Rome was the epitome of Esau's power. So why would another Edomite be going in to destroy another Edomite power?
Man, that's the dragon. They gave this Roman's power.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Exercises all the power of the first beast. See? Hey, the internet fucked y'all up, man.
Yeah. At least said that we should have never created the
Y'all,
internet.
That was a true statement for him.
knowledge,
Yeah.
hey man, knowledge is power. Y'all armed Jake with an arsenal of knowledge to just be throwing and chucking swords and spears at you all day.
And because everybody knows about Israelites. Everybody. I don't know, man, if you just ask a random person, I didn't even think the nigga at the job knew about Israelites, man.
Yeah.
He looked like he was just like a simple NBA 2K 19 or 20, playing weed, smoking weed, you know? I didn't think he knew about all that shit.
Hey man, knowledge shall be increased, man. Alright? Knowledge shall be increased. You know? Thank you, how about Shemi Awashai for having the devil create the internet. And we able to just just search everything up. How are the things of Esau searched out, man?
Oh, bro, Esau mad, bro. I can't even find the image of that coin anymore. He hurt.
Esau, yeah, that's all that disinformation. Esau wouldn't be trying to thwart and sidetrack. But it's too late, man. It's already all out there so far. You know what I mean? I mean, if this brother dig long enough, you'll find it. You know,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
find it. Nah, it's just straight, man. Nah, this camera's been through hell. This camera's been through hell. It's been blown over hell of times, dropped, motherfucking pushing it over. Little kids trying to steal it. All types of bad. Go ahead. What's this on this? I think it's on his last. It's on his last bar right now. Keep going.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Yeah, it was working during the Roman Empire, man. Esau was the head of the Roman Empire, man, so it was already working. But there had to be a falling away first.
Oh, Greeks.
And that falling away was us losing our identity, man. And, you know, eventually coming to America to serve captivity. But now we being reintroduced, this knowledge is being refreshed to us again, man, because this is something that we already knew. It's just being drawn out of us, man. Because the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets, man. You know? Keep going.
Only he who now letteth will let.
That's why, just like in the Matrix, man, Morpheus is telling Neo, he was like, you always knew, you know, something was wrong. It was just that little itch, that itch that was in the back of your head.
Yeah, that was me too.
That was all
I
of
was like,
us.
why? My whole thing was
Yeah.
like, why?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
is shit the way it is?
Yeah. I was the same way. I remember I was about 6 or 7 years old, and my grandma, she was super religious. She was all into Jesus, and she had got me this picture of white Jesus, and I had it pinned up in front of my door, and I would stare at this thing and just look at it, and I remember I was like, what if this is the devil? Oh, you know what I mean? And little kids don't think like. There's one thing a lot of brothers have in common is when we were kids, man, we were thinking on a level that was above children. You know what I mean? We're thinking of World War III. I was asking questions about World War III when I was a little kid. The end of the world. We were meant for this, man. We were called for a reason. It's because we're the black sheep. We're the outcasts of society, man. We're the weirdos.
Oh, look at you, man.
That's right, man. Motherfucker talk to us and they'll be like, man, this is depressing. I can't be hanging out with you always talking about the end of the world and shit.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta align yourself with somebody that's all about that positivity.
Yeah.
Always talking about the end of the world and the news. That's why niggas don't watch the news, man.
Yep.
It's too depressing.
Yeah, they say it's too much fear mongering.
Yeah. Fear mongering. Hey, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua said you're supposed to fear him. So we are fear mongers.
Doesn't the scripture go through fear we persuade men?
Yeah. Through the terror of the one we persuade him.
That's
The
fear mongering.
the fear of the Lord is bringing you knowledge.
Yeah. We're fear mongers. We are. All right. We're fear mongers. We're trying to scare you. You
Yeah, man.
should be scared.
I mean, shit, when you fucking overdrink and you're all fucked up and your insides hurt, you're like, oh, fuck, man, I'm not gonna do this again. One more chance. Because you're in fear that you're gonna fucking die, man. Well, you should be the same way, man. Oh, the Most High is killing these people, he's doing this, he's doing that. I gotta reevaluate myself and examine myself to align myself according to the spirit in which the Most High wants me to be in, man. So I won't end up like this.
Yeah, Esau a fucking nigga, man. Bro, it's hell in a handbasket trying to find you.
That's the whole point. You know, like when that brother pulled up that picture of that baby that had the microchip, that scares the shit out of me, man. That puts fear in me, man. That's scary. Or these people are so blind they just run, they get microchips in them. That's scary, man. Getting their little kids chipped, that's scary, man. Alright? And it should scare you. You know? If something's scary, shouldn't you be scared of it? If a lion was in front of you, wouldn't you tremble? Wouldn't you be afraid? It says in the scriptures, the lion hath roared, who shall not fear?
Who can but prophesy?
You know, who can but prophesy? Like, look, man. And that's what we're saying. You want to call us fear-mongering.